stuff like that.
What's it been like sort of the process as a lot of guys on this O-line have decided to come back for that extra year?
Yeah.
And have you sort of been involved in conversations with them? Has that process been like?
Yeah, so the entire year, I think all of them have been thinking about coming back, and I think 4 out of 6 came back. I think Bro's the only one that left for the NFL, which I think everybody kind of knew. But yeah, I think they didn't like the way our last season ended, and they wanted to come back and make sure they have a good year to finish it out.
Do you think that sort of put guys over the edge? Like if it was going to be like an 8-4, 9-3 kind of year, maybe they don't come back, but it felt like there was that unfinished business specifically because it didn't end so well?
Maybe. You should ask them, but I'd say definitely, losing 5 games at the end of the year contributed to that, but they could have still come back if we were 12-0. But it probably a little bit.
Have the coaches had any conversations with y'all about the new quarterback battle and kind of what it means for y'all to have a veteran group kind of working in front of that QB, or does it just kind of feel like business as usual and you kind of let them do their thing? How much does that help a new quarterback when you guys have so much experience coming back up front?
So TJ, he started the last couple of games, and with all the guys coming back, we kind of know TJ. He knows us. Of course, there is always competition, especially in the spring, because there's more time than in fall camp where you have to get ready for a game.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters too much to the O-line. It's just if you know how TJ plays and his cadence and all that stuff, that definitely helps compared to when all the new guys come in. But it's always the same for the O-line.
Yeah.
It doesn't change that much.
What's TJ been like? It seems like he's a pretty good leader.
Absolutely, yeah. I think he has grown a lot into the role, especially now that since TJ is the only really guy coming back from last year, he's kind of the guy right now. And he's definitely been a leader over the last couple weeks or months.
What have you seen out of Robbie this spring since he came over from Oregon?
He's done a great job so far. I can't tell you too much about quarterback play because I don't know too much about it,
Yeah.
But he's definitely done a great job so far.
What's it been like there at left tackle with you and Trucks this spring?
So, there is always competition. Coach Fran has been rotating guys a lot, left, right. I played left for 3 games last year, then I played right my last game. There's always competition between tackle, left tackle, right tackle, whoever plays. Yeah.
Which side are you most comfortable on, do you feel?
I think I'm most comfortable at left right now, but I started games at right tackle in junior college, came here, played left tackle, played a little right tackle. But yeah, I'd say I feel a little more confident at left, but you can always make that switch.
How difficult is it to kind of learn both sides because you're kind of just flipping everything?
The plays are still the same. You just have in your brain you got to flip your footwork 100%, turn it around. That's kind of the hardest part, but other than that, it's all the same. You just got to flip everything in your brain around.
Coach Keesaw was talking to us last week about how much of an emphasis there was going to be on Tank this season and kind of him being the focal point. He even said some of the coaching staff was looking at like NFL tape to try to really optimize him. Just how much of a focus right now is there on him, and how good do you think he can be now that he's kind of in his 3rd season? He's pretty much a veteran now in the offense.
I'm pretty sure he was the SEC Freshman of the Year, right? 2020. He had more than 1,000 yards last year. Everybody knows how good Tank is. He's a clear running back 1 right now, and I think he can just improve from Freshman of the Year to 1,000-yard season to 6, 7 linemen coming back, seniors. He can only get better.
Tell me what it's like to have you and Jalen back, veterans in that secondary, and y'all sort of like team up at secondary. At cornerback, I feel like y'all are 2 of the best in the conference.
Becoming a leader and stepping up this year probably was a good thing. It's making us lead, kind of bring along the young guys with us, kind of like Smoke and Roger did us. I'll probably say that.
You feel like you and Jalen are 2 of the best in the conference?
Yeah, I believe it. I really believe that. As just like everyone else, we're working on our craft each and every day, trying to get better.
Are you working just at cornerback, or are you working at nickel also?
Both.
Okay. Same with Jalen?
I think probably be working primarily corner.
Gotcha. Who else working behind you too at corner?
80, DJ kind of been nickel corner. Who else? JD probably been nickel corner. So plenty of guys playing multiple positions.
How do you feel about the depth there and the talent?
The talent is definitely there. It's just all about bringing them along, getting them to know the playbook faster so it'll be ready to go.
Any of those guys, those newcomers really caught your eye, and you're saying this guy's going to be a player for us?
That caught my eye was probably JD Rim. He's coming along pretty fast. He's a freshman, but he plays like he's been here before. He got player of the day the other day. He had a forced fumble. So yeah, he's probably coming along the most, in my opinion.
Does he remind you of anybody you played with?
Actually, he reminds me of myself. Actually, real quiet and just go about his business.
And what about his skills on the field? What does he sort of remind you of?
Yeah, probably say myself. Yeah.
What does he do? What do you like about his game?
Just technique-wise, he just dialed in. His speed, he just dialed in on everything.
How do you feel about the defense overall this year, especially under a new coordinator?
I think it would be pretty good. The system hasn't changed that much, a couple tweaks and things, but for the most part, the defense should be pretty good.
You think you'll be playing more man as opposed to zone, or you think it'll be about the same?
Probably about the same, man in zone. So really haven't changed that much.
Which one do you like, or do you care?
It really don't matter to me. I play man or zone, whatever coach need me to play.
Jason Jones, and like the freshman like Pritchett, he stepped up. Jackson Kelly, like the walk-on, stepping in and playing a good role, because we thin that D-line, so everyone gotta like get practice and get reps in. So I feel like the whole group is like really coming in together and like buying in as one. Me and Kobe, we like real close, because like we did a lot of stuff off the field last year as well. Like we'll go out to eat, like we'll watch movies together, like so that's how we got our bond, and like we trying to bring the younger guys in with us now.
You ever think you'd be at 300 pounds defensive line?
Nah, I ain't never think I would be able to be at 300 pounds, but my friend Marlon, he had told me, he was like, once you keep eating, like you gonna get 300, like it's not gonna be a bad 300. But like me, like when I was like 270 and 280, I was like, man, if I get 300, it's gonna be bad. But like now I can see like it's most of like that's gonna come with like improvement in the off-season program and stuff like that. So I ain't never think about it. I like being a 300 pound lineman.
What's been the biggest benefit? Has it been taking on double teams, kind of doing those things inside? Has it helped you out already?
That's helped me out, and they like really prepared me. Like doing that in fall camp, it prepared me for like the season, so like I'll be used to it, and like it won't be new to me, because like coming from Kansas, like I was like basically like a 4I, so I basically didn't get that many double team reps, and like coming in fall camp playing a lot of 3 technique, it had showed me how to take on double teams and how to maneuver through double teams sometimes.
You mentioned Jason. What have you seen from him since he came over from Oregon?
I see, like, he remind me of myself coming over. Like, he come just like with the work mindset, and like he just want to get to work and like help the team out as much as he can. And he like don't say too much, but like you can tell he come to work every day, and I see a lot of myself. Like that's how I came in here. Like I came here just like ready to work and help the team out any way I could. So I can see that from him.
What's it been like with Coach Brumbaugh so far?
Coach Brumbaugh has been amazing, man. He came in like he's a funny guy, so he kind of brought all this in together, because like we was kind of worried like who our new D-line coach was gonna be. We wanted it to be the right person, and like we see we got the right person with Coach Brumbaugh.
How much does it help having a coach who's done it here at Auburn?
That means so much to me, because like he said he had over 20 sacks here, and like he was a real good defensive lineman before he had injured his ACL. So like him doing it and being in this situation, playing the SEC teams, being the SEC, getting the SEC honors, it like showed me that's what I want to be. Like I want to be there or even better than him, and like who else to show us than somebody who been here and done that before. So I feel like that's a big accomplishment for him to come back and help us.
How much do you feel like you and Colby over the course of last season sort of improved together? And do y'all have any sort of goals for what you want to do on the D-line next year?
Like I feel like we improved tremendously just because like last year I was kind of nervous coming in the season and like I didn't know what to expect, like playing the SEC schedule. So like I feel like I wasn't like my best yet because like I was kind of like nervous to hold back on some of my stuff. I feel like over the year I improved and like he kind of brought me in and told me like just be yourself, bro. Like you're a tremendous athlete. Just be yourself. And like when he told me that, like that just made me click and it made us bond even tighter too. And like we started again working out after practice and doing extra stuff by ourselves and like we trained together during spring break. So like I feel like both of our games going to improve tremendously this year.